So yesterday I was looking at quests using the map, which obviously is a very dumb idea when there is actually just an available quest helper thingy. So I guess I should probably mostly look at the quests in Victoria Island for now. I guess there are other quests available, which we can also pick up. I don't know if they're for our level range. It doesn't really display any level ranges on these quests. This one actually does, apparently, learning the culture of Ariand, which looks a bit deserty based on this character's portrayal. And we have overseas region as well, barter with the owner, over level 10. So I guess these are different areas we can already go to, which is kind of interesting. But for now, I want to focus on Victoria Island. So instead of looking at the map, I will just... Is this a player, by the way? Like this red dot over here? I guess it must be a player because he's walking around. There are some players online, by the way. I think there's like 6,000 people or something playing this game, which isn't a massive amount. You know, obviously, you know, we're playing an MMO and there aren't, you know, millions and millions of people walking around. It's kind of like a... Like, it is hosted, I think, by Nexon, because it is through, like, the Maple World thing, which is a Nexon product, and it's connected to your Nexon account. But it's also kind of like a private server. It's a little bit like a... I feel like it's a private server, but it's hosted through the main company. So, I guess it's, like, condoned. It's somewhat supported. I don't know exactly how it works, but it feels like it's more than just, you know, a random private server, which was an option I was thinking about as well, because there's a lot of successful private servers as well. But this one feels like it's got more of a future, maybe? I don't know. It's called Artale. I think I mentioned it. It should be in the title as well, but yeah, that was the story of me figuring this out. There was like a lot of different options, and I decided to go for this one in the end. But yeah, today we're going to just look at these quests, and I don't know which ones are good to do, which ones aren't good to do, but I don't really care. I just want to hop in. So let's just immediately go for level 10 quests. Let's just get those out of the way, because then we can move over to level 15 quests down here. But, you know, getting level 10 quests might get me enough experience to get like a couple dex points so we can actually help these level 15 quests, because they probably require a bit more grinding on stronger mobs, which was a bit of a struggle yesterday. So, here we go. I need help on my homework. Whenever I walk past Wing, the fairy of Elinia, he seems to be asking for help. I wonder what it is. So we need to go to Elinia. Now, Elinia, isn't that where we are right now? It is where we are right now. So, it did say... That's actually kind of a bit of a coincidence here. Unless it's like actually sorted in that order as well. But I don't know if that's anything, really. So, past Wing the Fairy. So, guys, I'll go and look for Wing the Fairy real quick. And then we can pick up his quest. Obviously, Wing the Fairy might also be in one of these houses, which I haven't gone into all of them. So, obviously, you can't see it on the open world when it's in a house. I think one of the top buildings, like this top building over here, I think this is where you can become a mage. And I reckon we can't get a quest up here, but at least I can go in real quick. And it is Grendel, the really old magician instructor. So I can actually talk to him. To all the desire to become a magician, talk to me. But of course, we are already a warrior, so we are not able to do so. Also, I did quickly go for a Google search. It does appear that indeed on Artale you can only create one character, which does mean that if I do want to go for a secondary character at some point, which maybe I will have to create a secondary account, which isn't a big problem, but it's a bit unfortunate. So this is the station, apparently, and we can go to different places from here, I guess. So Cherry, cabin crew. The boat arrives every 10 minutes and departs in 1 minute. Would you like to board the boat? For now, I will say no. I don't know where it's going to lead me. I will probably look into this later. So I guess this takes me from Elinia Station over here to Hot Sand and then all the way to Florina Beach. I can't actually remember this place, but we're definitely going to be checking it out later. But for now, I do want to focus on the quests that are available in this particular area. So I will go find the guy and I'll see you in a moment. All right, so this appears to be magician gear. So I guess every single area has their own class gear as an option, and you can't get the other gear, because you'll have to go to the class specific town, which makes a lot of sense. I wonder why I can't talk to this guy, Mr. Park, the storage keeper. Maybe I have to unlock it in some way, but I can't interact with some of the NPCs, and I don't know exactly why. Oh, I think there's a quest giver over here. I think I see something blinking on the map. It's extremely tiny, but yeah, here we go. This is indeed Wing the Fairy. So, I need help on my homework. Hey there, human. Do you have any time on your hands? If not, then, oh well. I have something to ask you. Well, not really ask, but I have a favor to ask. Are you interested? There's this teacher in my magic school that scares the bejesus out of everyone. I mean, he's scary as they come. Anyway, he gave us homework and we have to make a potion. But I am swamped with homework from other classes that I don't know if I can do it. I need 33 branches, 30 squishy liquids, and 10 slime bubbles, which maybe we actually already have, so please get me those immediately. So where am I going to use that potion? That's none of your business. Notice though, if you get me the ingredients, I will reward you well for your efforts. I can't stand owning something to a human. Is there like a human fairy war or something going on? Is there some like conflict? I guess I do not have exactly what we need. So hold on, let me go to in progress. And we have... Oh wait, the other quests are actually gone. So yesterday before I logged out, the quest from Maple Island was still in this list and I couldn't disband them. But I guess now they are here. Wait, we haven't gotten any slime bubbles. Where do we get the slime bubbles from? Because we got squishy liquids. I thought you get slime bubbles from the same enemies, but maybe you don't? I guess I will have to go look into that. We have way too many tree branches though, which is good, I guess, because we need them for 2 quests. But yeah, we can go do this quest. I will have to figure out where we can get these, and I'll be back when I figure it out. I think it's the... just, you know, the green slimy boys. There do appear some minor syncing issues, where sometimes you're hitting a mob, where the mob actually is, and then you don't hit it, and then you walk through the mob and you get damaged, even if it's on a different location. Like, I think there are some syncing issues with the server, which isn't a very big issue so far, but I can imagine it being very annoying when you're facing stronger mobs, and, you know, they're actually very dangerous, and you might die. And I did hear that Artale had some issues with servers, so I guess those are the issues they're talking about, and, yeah, I can see it becoming kind of annoying when you are at a risk of losing a ridiculous amount of experience if you do at some point die. Like, I'm not at that point yet, and like, experience is like, it's slowing down a little bit, but it's still not, you know, slow in any regard, especially compared to, you know, actual proper grinding levels. But I can see it being really annoying if you do need to grind a bit more hardcore, and, you know, you lose like an hour or more of progress by just like getting some weird server lag or something. Like that, you know? I'm trying to hit him, but for some reason I can't hit him. I'm not sure if that was actually me messing up this time. Maybe that wasn't the best example, but still, it does feel a little bit wonky. I'm not sure if it drops from these guys. Like, it might be a rare drop or something from them. But having a rare drop tied to this would be a little bit weird, because it's like an early game quest, and generally you don't really focus on rare drops in early game quests in most games. But, like, it's literally on their heads, right? So it has to drop from these guys. Unless there's a different version of them or something, which does drop it, because I do have some. I mean, I guess I can go Google it. There's a wiki with all the drops and stuff, so I guess I can always do that, but I'd rather find things out on my own if I can. At least I'm getting some decent experience just grinding away on these mobs. I dropped one. Okay, so I guess they do drop here. It's just a bit of a low drop rate, so I guess I'll just keep grinding here. It seems to be a decent amount of them here. Although I would love to go up. Wait, actually, can I just go up? I think I can go up through these things, can't I? Yes. Alright, there's a lot more slimes here. This should work out quite well. I can just grind the slimes here. Like, there's probably optimal grinding spots for pretty much every quest figured out already, like 20 years ago or something. But I'm kind of enjoying just trying to find my own way around these things. Cool teleportation ability though, like you teleport back up and down real quick to make sure you get all the spawns. So these like little snails, they still give experience. So I guess technically you could grind to a fairly high level in the early levels. So I guess maybe you can even like grind technically, obviously not practically, but technically you could grind all the way to level cap. What is over here, by the way? Where am I going now? I haven't seen this place before. Oh, even more slimes. Oh yeah, I should have moved here. This is good. This seems good. I need some place with just like a million slimes, just like spawning all over the place really, really quickly. So I can just hunt them down. The drop rate does seem incredibly low though. Oh, by the way, I wanted to mention I am kind of bulk recording the first at least, I don't know, probably like 5 to 10 videos, depending on how long I end up making the individual parts. Just because I kind of want to make sure that I am enjoying my time here. I want to, you know, continue the journey, because I don't want to start a series, have like 2 videos, be full of enthusiasm, and then, you know, realize after, you know, publishing the like 3rd video or something that I kind of am losing enthusiasm already. So I want to make sure I'm enthusiastic about the game, which so far I'm really enthusiastic, so I'm quite confident I will be releasing it. And obviously, if you hear me say these words, then that's a good sign, because that means the series has progressed beyond this point already. But yeah, so if you want to give me any, you know, feedback, any information, any tips, anything like that, you know, it might be a little while before you properly catch up to me. I don't know what the upload cadence is going to be yet. I'm kind of sorting out my channel right now because I'm kind of moving away from the WoW stuff, and that's obviously been like a big part of my content for like literally a year. So I'm kind of figuring out exactly what I want to do. It depends on how the viewer numbers are and those kind of things as well, of course. And well, depending on how much time I have on my hand as well. But yeah, just know that even if I don't, if I'm not live in the sense that, I don't respond to everything immediately because I'm like, behind in production, I still read all the comments and I will still take them into account. And I'll even probably talk a little bit about the comments I get. Like, if you guys have given me some like great hints or some cool stories, some cool anecdotes, anything like that, I might post them in the videos. I might just have a bit of engagement. I really like the most important thing to me is the engagement. Like, I could be playing this game on my own and I would still enjoy my time, but I really, really enjoy that feeling of being a new player or sort of new player. Hey, we got one. But engaging with a core player base of the game, having them give me insight. I had a lot of lovely stories playing WoW. People told me about certain events that happened. People gave me hints like, hey, you really got to check out this quest line, and I did, and I really had a blast. And all those things just made me really, really happy because it made my experience much more enjoyable. So all I want to say is that, please do not hesitate to let me know if you have something that you want to share, whether it's a hint, whether it's a story, whether it's an anecdote, whether it's a like it's a complaint. You can tell me anything, depending on what you want to share. But yeah, even if you're way behind, even if you're on video number 2 and this is like part 17, still, give me like, let me know if you're watching this like in the future, because I will be looking at the comments. I try and look at every single comment, even if it's from a very old video, because that's the part of YouTube I enjoy the most. So thank you. Oh, a rune. Hold on. Right bottom. Hold on. So would it be like down here? It is. So up, left, up, left. Very easy. Monster drop rate plus 10%. Now that is exactly what I want. Also, I believe there's like the thing fills up and it showcases when it's gonna run out. I didn't see that the first time, but I think there's a bit of an animation playing very slowly where it's filling up, and I guess when it's fully full, then it will disappear. But yeah, a 10% extra drop rate is exactly what I ordered, so that is beautiful. Is it usual to get a bit of a sore, well, not like a sore, but like an exhausted pinky? Because I keep pressing control with my pinky, and I guess I'm just not used to pressing buttons with my pinky too often, like not on repeat like this. Do you guys also have that, where your pinky becomes exhausted, just like pressing control over and over again? I guess I could rebind it. I wonder what people rebind this to. Like, do people play this with standard keybinds, or is this, like a super, super ridiculous thing to do to even consider playing with the normal keybinds and everyone has them rebound? Kind of curious, let me know. Also wonder if there are runes that give extra experience. I mean, I think I kind of like the rune system because it mixes up the grinding just a little bit. Like, it just adds a little bit of randomness to it. And I guess if you get a really good one, like one that you really want, like if you're finding a drop or something, like drop rate is really good. But I guess if you're grinding experience, then maybe getting something that boosts experience is really fun. And maybe there's something that gives you more damage because you're struggling with killing them quickly enough. So like that little bit of damage pushes you over from, having consistent 2 hits to maybe getting consistent 1 hit. And I guess there's a lot of cool things that could happen with a system like this. So yeah, I think it's a good system. But also, can other people steal them from me, or are they like mine always? There's a guy here called Scroll Seller. I went to a different map, like one just above the tree. I guess I can't even go back if I wanted to. Like, there's no portal here. But he gives you scroll for bottomware for defense. Improves defense on bottomware. Success rate 100%. Open defense +1. So I guess these are like upgrade scrolls. So I would, for example, want... Do I actually care about stuff like this? Because it's bow, earring, shoes. Improves dex on shoes. Avoidability +1. The stat increases seem kind of minor, but maybe one stat point is more than I actually give credit for. How do I go back from here, though? Can I just go through this thing? Yes. Okay. Well, here we go. Let's grind some more, guys. The progress is extremely slow. I have grinded like 75% of a level, and I've gotten like 2 or 3 drops. So I'll probably level up way before I complete the quest, which I guess is also a plus because we get to get some more decks. We get to hit level 17, but I was kind of hoping to move on and do a couple different quests tonight, but at this pace, I'm gonna start doing like maybe 1 or 2 quests, which is a bit unfortunate. The spawn rate like down here is quite good. Like, there's a lot of mobs here. Well, at least the mob density is quite good, but the spawn rate is kind of mediocre. So I do have to keep moving up because spawn rate down here just isn't sufficient. Like, you know, I killed all of them. There's quite a lot of them. Actually, there's one more over here. Would be one more on the right, but I don't really want to walk back and forth. I'm kind of just like looping between like the bottom 4 rows. Try and just get all the slimes and then move away. Oh, got one. That's number 7. All right. 3 more to go. We're moving up in the world. And here we go. After I kill this mob, if it stops laying out. Here we go. I hit level 17. So I almost put everything into strength again, which I don't want to do. Put everything into dex. My accuracy is 10 right now. And 11, 12, 13, 14. 14, guys. That's a big percentual increase of dex. Also, I can put some more skills into... I guess I'll just keep putting into the power strike, just because when we do find more difficult mobs, I like to be able to have like a very high damaging ability. Like, we can probably hit over 200 with this thing right now. 187. Like, it's starting to hit quite a lot. And keep in mind, it also modifies our lower range of damage. So that does mean that I am bumping up the amount of damage baseline so much that I'm going to guarantee more one-shots with it. Just because the minimum number is going up as well. And the minimum number is kind of determining whether I can one-shot stuff. Because my max damage is way higher than their HP bar. Like, if I hit like 60 or something, I think I one-shot. But I still sometimes hit like 30-ish, which doesn't guarantee an instant one-shot. But, you know, I'm getting consistent hits in the... Well, not consistent, but like frequent hits in the 150 to like 180 range, which does feel quite good, especially since we were hitting, you know, like barely 100 yesterday. There we go, 197, that's the highest hit so far. 208, that's the first over 200 hit. Let's go. See, I'm kind of curious to see how the numbers are going to be evolving. There is something satisfying about the numbers going up. Oh, there we go, that's number 9. We're getting quite close. But there's something satisfying to see the numbers go up, as long as I don't go up too quickly. You know, I want to be excited about 200, and then I want to be excited about 300, and then 500, and I want 1,000, you know? And then I want to be excited about 2,000. Like, I don't want to go from 100 to hitting, you know, 10k by level 20, you know? I need it to be a scale. And I don't mind the numbers getting a little bit ridiculous, because I know this game has ridiculous numbers at some point. At least the main game does. And I believe the max level is 150 on this server. So I guess the numbers will get fairly ridiculous if I'm already hitting 200 at level 17, you know, and I have way more levels to go. But I'm hoping they at least ramp up the insaneness, because at least then you can celebrate each individual threshold. Here we go. Number 10. My god, that took me, let's see how long I've been recording. To get like those additional 6, took me about 40 minutes. Well, I guess there was like a little bit of talking to the NPC, but like a solid half an hour. So I'm kind of curious to see how many of those other slime things I have. So if I go to etc., I have 262 squishy liquids. So that kind of shows how many I had to kill for this quest to be completed. But hey, we did it. Yes. Alright, let's go to the quest giver and hand it in. Get mediocre rewards probably, because it's level 10 quest. But still, it's done. It's off the list. It's beautiful. Oh, you got them all. I need to make this potion fast and get on with other homework. Thanks to you, I think I can finish my homework. Here's a potion I made from earlier. I don't need it, so you should take it. 25 blue potions and 500 experience. That's like 5%. I mean, it's decent, but it's... Yeah. I don't need you now, so please leave. Wait, you know, you're not very nice to me. You know, I just spent half an hour getting your stuff that you wanted, and now you tell me to leave just because, you know, I'm done. It makes sense, but it's still a bit mean, okay? So, let's see. We still have fixing Blackpool's house, and I guess we can go see if we can go hit these guys now. Let's actually go check that out. So I'll just go grab the cab. I don't really care about the mesos right now. If I spend a couple, like, traveling back and forth and stuff, I think I'm fine with that. Like, we probably get many more later. I do think the price is going to go up, most likely, because it did talk about a beginner, like, discount, but we probably also ramp up the amount of stuff we get fairly quickly.